Hello guys, welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In this video, I am currently in Celestia, one of the most beautiful, one of the most interesting and mysterious words that I'm in love with it. You know, I'm in love with the history of it. I'm in love with the storyline. Now, the what I'm doing in Celestia is I'm just like when Celestia first came out, I was very interested about the Celestians themselves, and I kind of over time I developed this theory. And when Chrysalis first came out, or Azteca first came out, I would say, um, it kind of made me believe that my theory is somehow correct. Now, first, let me just ask this question that I'm kind of having trouble wondering, or just it puzzles me. You know, what exactly happened to all of the Celestians that used to live in Celestia, the indigenous, intellectual, advanced race that were supposed to be in here? Did they all die? Did they go extinct? Did the Storm Titan kill all of them? What exactly happened to the Celestians? They were ahead of their time. They built beautiful monuments from from tall towers to observatories. They studied the galaxy, solar systems, planets. They studied a lot. They were very advanced, and it's kind of sad to find out what happened to this beloved city. And in this theory video, I just want to explain what I think might have happened, or what I think uh, Celestia is. You know, this word we know Celestia is. What exactly is it? Because as we progress and venture into different words, I feel like slowly and slowly they are giving us the puzzle of what of what exactly happened to Celestia. So we all know the history of Celestia. Uh, the Celestians, they were under attack of Morgana's shadow legions, up to the point where they thought it would be smart to summon the Storm Titan to defeat the Shadow Legions. But in spite of doing so, I believe that the Celestians misunderstood the power of the Storm Titan. And sadly enough, the Storm Titan submerged a major part of Celestia underwater. And I believe what KI was trying to do with Celestia when it first came out is, I feel like they focused Celestia to be some type of Atlantis type of word, you know, because in mythology we know that there existed this civilization somewhere around the ocean, where it was called Atlantis, and travelers would go to Atlantis and they would talk about this civilization. They had here they have technology, they just had very beautiful architecture. They were ahead of their time. The civilization was very smart, very intellectual, but sadly enough they got attacked because there were people that were trying to steal something from them. Whether they was trying to steal their, just their treasures. Just like Morgane, she tried to steal or master celestial magic. And I believe she didn't. She couldn't master celestial magic. So, she just destroyed all of them. But all you honestly see is the Marleybonians in Celestia, but you don't really see any living Celestians. The only ones that you probably are going to mention is Clyburn Stellagaze, which is in the Arcanum. But I want to say this. Does he know what happened to his home planet? Does he know that Morgane attacked Celestia? Does he know the Storm Titan submerged Celestia underwater? So, or what makes me to believe is that he's alive. He's a living Celestian because maybe he left Celestia right before Morgane struck with her Shadow Legions. I think that's why he's alive. That's why he's there. And I honestly think that when the Storm Titan attacked, he didn't necessarily submerge all and destroy all of Celestia. I feel like, being Storm, he struck the light like a big lightning to the word, up to the point where he broke it into many fragments, into pieces, I would say. And I believe in this theory strongly because to the point of Azteca, we get this quest. In order to get to Shilbaba, we have to collect, I believe, this Celestian gem, and we have to place it on the statue so it could teleport us to Shilbaba. And just the gem itself, celestial gem, kind of shocks me. And right after Azteca, we go into Chrysalis, where you have a celestial castle, which is called Radiance Reborn. We rebuilt a Celestian castle, which is Radiance Reborn, and in there we have celestial creatures. So that's another thing of why I think that maybe the Storm Titan, or maybe Morgane, or maybe just in general Celestia, maybe it's not gone, maybe it's still out there somewhere in the spiral, somewhere in a different galaxy. Maybe there is still a piece of Celestia that has living Celestians, because you see all these fragments, and when we go into Imperia and we first have to fight Khan, he goes into the Celestian tower, and it kind of makes you wonder, are you serious? What is this celestial tower doing in Imperia? And also, at the very end of the spiral, which is Polaris, we go to the Sky Anchor, and we have to go back to Celestia to get some sort of Polaris gemstone, Borealis gemstone, something like that, that is in Celestia. So you see all of these words that are different far apart, but somehow tied back to Celestia. And it kind of really makes you wonder, is there actually a second part? Can there be a second part to Celestia, where we go and find out that all of Celestia did not get destroyed? Because even though I just want to reflect and emphasize on how much I think that Celestia is very much alive somewhere out there in the spiral, maybe outside of the spiral. So when we first go to meet Clyburn Stellagaze, we get a quest. In order to meet him, he gives us there was a quest that says the sun never sets on Celestia, and I kind of find that fascinating. When we get these, just the name of the quest itself, the sun never sets on Celestia. That kind of makes me wonder and picture, you know, hey, maybe Celestia is still a very potential word that is out there. Maybe Celestians are still alive somewhere. So I honestly would like KI. You know, I know this is kind of like they probably have an entire schedule for the game. They got these different words or different like content that they want to put into the game, but I want them to make a part 2 of Celestia, where Clyburn Stellagaze summons us to the Arcanum, and you know, he gets a message he gets a distress call, and he summons us to go check it out and investigate, because the Celestian King is upset. He is infuriated, and he is asking for aid. So he summons us, and we go to this beautiful planet or beautiful land, which is the broken piece of Celestia. And we go on this quest to save Celestia, because the Citadel, if you guys probably look at the thumbnail, the very big castle that is lighting up, that's the Celestian Citadel, where they have a strong council, where you see a lot of cosmos, where they observed the different universes, the different planets are out there. They study it. But the Celestian King is mad because the Celestian Queen has been manipulated into destroying Celestia. So I think that would be a very good storyline for Celestia. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the Celestians are dead? Because the only other Celestian that I saw alive was probably Apollo, which you could find him in the Trout of Spears. He was the only one. I mean, we defeated him, but I don't want to imagine that we killed him. You don't see a lot of Celestians. What happened to them? Are they still alive? Because Celestia right now, the one we know, it's lying in ruins. And it's just, I feel like they could make a part 2. And if you really look at the connections of all the places I mentioned, the Celestial Tower in Chrysalis, the Celestian Castle in the Celestian Tower in Imperia, the Celestial Castle in Chrysalis, and just like the jewels or the gems that in Polaris and Azteca, maybe Celestia was cut short. So absolutely let me think what you guys know in the comments. Do you guys want to see another part 2 of Celestia? Do you guys think that the Storm Titan just uh, broke it into fragments and there was a word out there where they have Celestians? What do you guys think? Or what do you guys want KI to know, you know? It is a very intriguing and somehow very upsetting or tragic thing what happened to the word, and you know, maybe we can see that maybe they could make like a bundle where they have a UFO or something like that, the Celestian bundle. But yeah, I mean, it's just very, very fascinating. So I'm just like, I'm very in love with the Celestian culture of Celestian, that I even made this house, you know. I made this house to look like a very futuristic Celestian kingdom or castle. Absolutely, it's something to look forward to. A lot of people do these theory videos about different things, but you know, I just feel like Celestia has a lot of potential that they could come back as a part 2, a side word, I would say. So definitely drop a like if you guys want to see a part 2 about my theory of Celestia. If you guys or drop a comment if you guys want for sure are excited as much as I am, or just like things that I might have not covered, or if you guys got questions or you guys just want to expand on this theory, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.